customer, right? So quality customer service. Help your customers solve his or her problem, right? If you have a product or a service that you're selling from the company you own, help that customer solve the problem. If you help your customer solve a problem, they will definitely come back to you because they know you're being loyal to them. You're going out of your way to make sure that you take care of that customer. They will go out of their way to make sure they be loyal to you. And they'll also refer others to you, right? Because you're helping them solve problems. And also being in a competitive environment, there are always competitors out there. So even though if a deal is being offered to that customer, they'll always remember you took that extra step or took that extra minute to take care of them. And they'll definitely come back to you. This gentleman.
Just to prove your point on customer relations, I had this student come in the dining hall at Georgia Tech.
Right.
She comes to that particular dining hall.
Right.
Not only because of the food, she says it's half of that,
Right.
but the customer service she gets from all the employees.
Right.
I mean, they care. I mean, they really are concerned about the students.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I would come over there anytime I would move over to closer to that campus to come to that dining hall
Exactly.
than to go to any other dining hall on the campus.
Exactly.
And which proves that it's not the product, it's your smile, your
Mm-hmm. How you treat people.
how you treat people.
That experience.
Yeah.
Right? It's that image, that brand. It's about creating that experience for that colleague, for that customer, because they'll always think of you. And that's what we talk about in branding, is leaving that footprint. Because you left a pleasant footprint on the mind of that person. So when they wake up, and if they have that taste or that appetite for that specific thing, they will come looking for you. Even if they have to drive extra 10 miles,
Right.
They'll come looking for you, right? Please sell, market reliable products and service, right? If you say your product does something, let it do that thing that you said it does, right? If you have a good, reliable service and good, reliable products, right, you will always have your customers, you will always grow your customer base. Because again, it goes back to being honorable and it goes back to having integrity, right? And when you market and you sell reliable products and service. Because the one thing you don't want to do is to sell bad service to a customer, right? You don't want to create that brand for yourself. You don't want to have that image for yourself and your business, right? Create special experiences. We talk about creating special experiences for your customer. Being honest, right? Being honest with your customer. Conduct frequent customer service. Always check in with your client. Always check in with your customers. Even if you haven't seen them in a while, create a database, right? We have what's called constant contact. You can keep in contact with customers and clients. You can create a database. You can have someone create a database for you, right? In which you can keep in contact with your customers and clients. If you could be a little bit savvy, develop a newsletter. So you're always updating your clients on when you have new products out, when you have a new service line out, and you're always keeping in contact with them. Again, having them always on your mind, is what you need to have.
I have a question because I recently started receiving, it's a children boutique type
Right.
store. How do they, I guess I use the credit card or debit card or something, and I didn't sign up to have them to start sending me this catalog, but now I'm getting it.
Right.
It's like,
Usually when you use a credit card,
that's how they
some companies, they'll sell your information, and other companies, other organizations get your information, so they start marketing to you, And sometimes if you use your email address, like if you go to Starbucks, they'll ask you for your email
that
address.
part I understand the
Right.
email, but I know I didn't do an email or
Right,
anything.
exactly.
All I did was probably use the card.
Right.
And now I'm getting them, because I just was going like a one time. But
Exactly.
now They think I'm one of their customers. They call me back, 'cause they keep-
And who knows, by implementing or employing that strategy, you might become a customer of theirs. And that's what they're hoping for, is actually they're reaching out to you, right? And you might think, okay, they're bombarding me with all this information. I didn't ask for them to contact me, but
they send a couple of coupons, 40% off.
Exactly, and you might look at it and say, you know what, I just might take this offer, right? Check that.
So, address is connected to your credit card information when you swipe?
When you swipe, right, your address information, but your name and your credit card information.
Okay.
Right, exactly. It's an old process called, used to call it data mining. I don't know if they still call it data mining, but it's data that company collects. Like if you go to Walmart, and you use your credit card, it goes into a database, so they're able to actually contact you, when your name pulls up or whatever, they might ask you for your email address or your phone number, but they're able to send you information, personal discounts and those kind of things, when they come out with it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, college students. How many college students we have here? It don't matter if you were traditional college student, non-traditional. I was non-traditional college student. All right. College students should always be thinking about branding. Why? Why should college students always be thinking about branding? A lot of competition. Right, exactly. What else?
Capitalize on opportunities.
Capitalizing on opportunities, exactly. Right? What about capitalizing on those opportunities to build relationships while you're in school? Right? Right? Regardless if you're traditional or non-traditional. I mean, I was an adult student in an evening program. I was always in the dean's office, not like when I was younger, in high school, junior high school, but for different reasons as an adult student. I was always in the dean's office, because I saw my dean as a person I could approach. He was an approachable person, he was personable, he gave me great information, right? He was an executive in the business environment, in the business field, and he offered me great experience. And whether I made an appointment or I didn't make an appointment, I was always welcome. So build those relationships, right? Seek out leadership opportunities in school, clubs, and organizations. Again, leadership qualities are essential for those of us who, you might look to stay for a while in corporate America, or you might look to leave corporate America and become an entrepreneur. But even as an entrepreneur, you need, strong leadership skills, right? Because it takes leadership skills in order to build those relationships with your clients and with your customers, and to take that business to that new level, right? To that next level, right? Leadership opportunities in clubs and organizations allows you to, meet new people, network. It teaches you communication skills, right? Teaches, relationship building, conflict management, conflict resolution, right? Those are great. And, and I tell you the truth, those who show strong leadership skills while they're going through school also transition to become leaders when they're out there, not only in corporate America, but also in the community, right? Our president was a community leader, a community organizer, right? In Chicago, right? Pursuing co-ops and internships, right? Networking with community leaders, applying study abroad experiences, which is great because it shows you have the propensity for travel, the propensity for learning new cultures, new ways of thinking, meeting new people, right? And action planning, right? Learning the things that you need to do as a college student. And again, this applies to traditional and non-traditional because what you're doing is developing yourself.
And I just wanted to piggyback on what you said. I totally agree with your points here. A lot of the times when you're in college, you have no idea the relationships you're making, the internships you're taking have such a long-lasting effect.
Exactly.
You learn like that what you don't want to do and what you do want to do.
Exactly.
Quickly.
Exactly.
Just from an internship.
Exactly.
You may even meet your full career.
Exactly.
Or your wife.
Exactly.
You just never know.
Exactly. I've as an engineer, I came up with engineering students who, after numerous internships and co-ops, decided, you know what, engineering is just not for me. Well, you should have thought of that in like first or second year. You're about to graduate. But a lot of college students go through 4 years of college. And at the end of the 4 years, they realize, you know what, this is not for me. But that's where the action planning comes in. Because even in your freshman year, you can begin planning for those 4 years to determine, okay, this is where I want to be at the end of the 4 years. These are the things that I need to do in order to make sure that I'm there by that 4th year. And if this is not the path for me,